welcome to Sapulpa. As you can see, we are under a lot of construction. So join us today as we take you on a trip to see our Dewey Streetscape, School Bond Project, and the new park. We've got our first stop on the list at the Dewey Streetscape, and we have Toby from Timberwolf Excavation. He's going to give us a small, quick update.
Right now we're running from Main down to Water Street with curb and gutter. From Water to the first alleyway down here downtown Dewey is footings are going in the ground. And sanitary sewers going on the far end right now, on the east end.
Do you think we'll see a big change over the next 30 days?
Yeah, it'll start taking shape real quick.
All right, perfect.
So, yeah.
So that's your update for Dewey Streetscape, and now we are headed out to the School Bond Project. Welcome to our School Bond Project. We are here on site as school is back in session. The cranes have arrived, and we are grading and getting ready for all of your sewer and utility needs. Remember, bear with us as we go through construction, as your routes to school for drop-off and pickup may be different. We have made it to our last stop of the day. We are over at the Route 66 View Stop Park. That'll be here just before you know it. We have the original Route 66 roadway that we have chipped away all the asphalt on to bring you the true and original Route 66. Behind me, you will also see our historical Bridge 18, which is only one of the two in Oklahoma. That concludes our trip around Sapulpa as we showed you construction projects going on in our town. Don't be alarmed, your brand new and improved City of Sapulpa will be coming your way over the next couple of years. All right, Sapulpa, if you had fun today and enjoyed following along as we showed you all the things going on in town and you would like some more updates, follow us along on all social media channels.
Hey, good morning, Sapulpa. It's Micah from Sapulpa Times. Lucy is out this morning, so you did get to see her at the construction video that we just showed. What's amazing is, as amazing as that video is, it's actually out of date, and so is the construction countdown that we showed you this morning. That is out of date as well. If you've been paying attention to what is happening in downtown Sapulpa, you will know that construction crews are moving right along, getting the sidewalks poured now, the concrete for the sidewalks poured, and then finishing up the final dirt work and some of the excavation that's happening on the let's see, it would be the east side of the project. So from basically Park Street on down to the last leg over by the Creek County Courthouse. But if you haven't been watching, if you haven't been down here to check it out, I would encourage you guys, just come down, check it out, walk the exterior of the construction and see what's going on. And then, of course, if you've been driving around Sapulpa the last couple of days, you have probably noticed even more construction that's happening, aside from what we just talked about here. So we now have a construction project happening over at the intersection of Main Street and Bryan, and it looks like they are redoing that washboard road scenario right there and probably resurfacing that to level that out, which would be great. We also know that they are working on what looks to be like new traffic lights over at Taft and Hickory, and so yeah, there's new stuff happening all around in Sapulpa. It seems like half of Sapulpa is under construction right now, and it's a good thing between the city's project, between the school. We've got housing development going in. We've got road work and stuff going in. All kinds of great stuff to look forward to as we move into the next year. So I'm super excited about it. Glad it's happening now and not later. And I understand that it's going to be kind of uncomfortable, and maybe you'll have to rethink your route a little bit. But hey, it's going to be good when it is all finished. So that's all we're doing, is we're just looking forward to the end. So anyway, guys, welcome to the show today. Hope that your week is going well so far. It's a beautiful day in downtown Sapulpa, and we have got a lot going on this weekend that we want to get right into. And so I'm just going to kind of launch right into this. The big event, which is one that we have been waiting on pretty much all year, is happening this Saturday. It's the Route 66 Blowout. And I know a lot of you guys might be wondering, hey, Route 66 is closed right now. Where are you going to be doing the blowout, or even are you going to be doing the blowout? And I know that the folks that are involved with orchestrating this were kind of kicking that idea around about whether or not they should even have the blowout this year. And if they were, where would they have it? And thankfully, I think the community was really happy to get behind the idea of doing the blowout again. I think it's such a big deal. Glad that they decided not to, not do it this year. There's plenty of spaces to do it. And so I think originally they did kick around the idea of putting it over on Hobson Street, since that actually did used to be part of Route 66 way back in the day before it was rerouted through Dewey Street, which is where it is now. But the problem there is an ambulance station that runs right in the middle of that. So, I don't think it's feasible to ask them to move their operations for a day or anything. So having it on Hobson was not really a possibility. However, they have moved it over to Lee Street now, and so which is just 2 blocks away, just right on the other side of Highway 66. So I've got a map here that I want to share with you guys, so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So you can see like that large yellow band right there with all the construction icons and stuff. That is Dewey Street. That is what is under construction right now. So that will be closed, obviously. Now the restaurants and the parking, James County Brewing Company, Cookery, Dough Mama, all of those places will be open. Augusto, they will be open for the blowout. So you guys can feel free to either drive around there and get food, or you can actually walk across it. You should be able to walk across it at the alleyway. Right now that is open. I don't know if it'll be open for the blowout, but hopefully it will be. And so you'll be able to walk over there and get lunch if you need to. But it looks like the cruise night, I'm sorry, not the cruise night, the blowout will happen all along Lee Street, starting at about Water right there, and then going all the way down to, what is that? Walnut. Yeah, all the way down to Walnut. So you can see we've got different vendors here that are ready. We've got lots of different cars. It'll look a lot like a normal regular blowout, only it'll be in a different town. It'd be just one street over, basically. And so you're still going to have your groups of cars. You're going to have your vendors. You're going to have your food trucks and your firemen out there doing the barbecue. They'll have the awards and everything else just like normal. So there's a nice schedule of events that you can see down there. Things really get kicked off at 7 a.m. is when they start moving the trucks in. I know several of the businesses downtown will have food trailers, and they'll be open for business and stuff. So I would highly encourage you guys, while you're downtown checking out the cool cars and the classic cars and checking out the blowout, be sure to go ahead and take a stroll over to the next street. Visit those shops, visit the Little Taiyaki, Popo Rabbit, Opal Market, the Shack, the Vintage Native Gypsy, Vintage Market, all of them. Be sure to go see them, say hey, get some shopping done while you're down here, and have a great time, and just rest in the knowledge that the blowout is happening, and this is where it's going to be, and they've done everything they can to make it as easy as a trip for you as possible while the blowout is going on. So looks like it's going to be a great time. I am really grateful that they're going to be doing this. Cindy just chimed in with one thing. I will just kind of put this in here, pre-register only. So that means if you are a car and you are wanting to have your car in the blowout, pre-registration is all they are going to be allowing, meaning they will not allow you to register the day of, which is a great thing. Registration the day of, for some reason, people love to do it, but it's always a problem. And so, yeah, we definitely need to kind of get that done ahead of time. We just don't, with everything that's changing and stuff, they don't have the room to try and register cars and also set up the car show. So completely understand them for doing that. And then we've got Darla here saying, thanks for the update. When will the construction be finished? So Darla, the construction is currently scheduled, if we're talking about the downtown Dewey Streetscape project, is currently scheduled to be done by the end of October. And to my knowledge, that is still the date. And yes, I know we had a lot of rain. I know it seems like sometimes things are not progressing as quickly as we think that they ought to be, people who are not involved in that. But it is on its way, it's happening, and the end of October is still, to this day, September the 10th, what we're being told now is the last date of construction for that. So if that changes and they let me know, I will let you guys know. But the end of October is still what we are considering. Now, this always comes up, and so I'm going to go ahead and bring it up now. People will still ask, are you going to have the Christmas shoot if it's done in October? And some of you guys will remember at the end of the season last year, the Christmas shoot committee decided to take a break and to push pause on the Christmas shoot for 2025, which is coming up. And so a lot of you might be thinking, hey, if we get the construction done by the end of October, that's enough time to be able to get the Christmas shoot up and running, isn't it? Well, the answer to that is no, it's not, actually. So a lot of people have not been made aware of this yet, but the Christmas shoot is actually getting completely redesigned for the new Dewey Streetscape project. And so they're installing special light poles. A new redesign has to happen. They've actually got a prototype that they're working on now that you'll be able to see very soon. And then it'll kind of give a really nice visual understanding of why the Christmas shoot could not happen this year, I think. So it's getting redesigned. It's going to come back in 2026, better, bigger than ever, amazing part of the new redesigned downtown. It's going to be great. Now, however, that does not mean that we won't still be doing some nice things for Christmas. So Cindy McGuire said we will still have Santa at Martha's Corner, which is true. We are going to have Santa at Martha's Corner. Downtown Sapulpa will still be decorated very nicely for Christmas. It won't be the Christmas shoot, but if you want to think of a more traditional kind of Victorian era looking downtown Sapulpa for Christmas this season, that's what we're going to have. So still have Santa at Martha's Corner. We may still have the Tree of Hope out. I haven't been told that for sure, but I know that we had it before the Christmas shoot, so they may decide to go ahead and bring it out again. And then, of course, we'll have the prototype for the Christmas shoot up available, I think by the time we do Hops in October. So we'll fill you guys in on all that as we get closer to that. But just to kind of give you guys an update on all of that regarding the Christmas shoot. The Christmas shoot will not be happening in 2025, okay? Even after the construction's over, it will still not be happening. There's just not enough time to be able to do it. And plus, it's not fair to all of these vendors, all of our merchants and stuff who depend on the Christmas shoot. They would have needed to order their supplies and their inventory and everything way back in April in order to make the Christmas shoot happen. So we're not going to spring that on them. We're all going to look forward to a very great Christmas shoot in 2026, okay? All right, moving on in. Still keeping it in the classic car world here, though. There's this amazing event called the Cruise In. This happens the second Thursday of every night over at Gasoline Alley, which is located at the corner of Hobson and Main. And if you haven't been there, first of all, the store is amazing. They got the best bathrooms in Sapulpa. Be sure to go and check the place out and say hi to Mike Jones and his wife over there. But if you haven't been to the Cruise In, this is a lot of fun. So the Cruise In happens the second Thursday. They bring out classic cars from all around the area, and they park them in the parking lot there. And then they have especially become well known for the fried pies that they start to serve as well. And so the fried pie ladies will be there. We'll have some classic cars there. This happens from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the evening. So you can swing on by after you get off work on Thursday and come and hang out with them. It will be a great time. Be sure to come and do that. And especially since they will not be doing the cruise night on Friday, this is going to be kind of the unofficial kickoff to the Route 66 blowout. So a lot of the car enthusiasts and stuff, they'll start coming in for the weekend. They'll start to show up on Thursday. And I mean, the street won't be closed or anything yet, I don't believe. But, this is kind of all of the car people and people that like classic cars like myself, we'll start kind of getting in the mood for it right about here. So this is happening tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Be sure to go and check that out as well. And then on Friday, we have got our next home football game. Sapulpa is playing UConn. Kickoff will be at 7 p.m. And I'm going to have Tanner Gregory on the show, hopefully, tomorrow morning to talk more about that. And we can kind of hear from him on what to expect as we play UConn. Last week, they had a very good game against what was the name? Darn it. They have a logo that looks like Texas Tech. Crud. Tahlequah. That's what it was. And so Tahlequah Tigers is who they played on Friday, and they beat the Tahlequah Tigers. Really good game there. Excellent crowd that showed up. Looking forward to a big crowd this weekend because I think the weather is going to be nicer. And so hopefully if you guys have not been there, be sure to go and check out high school Sapulpa football happening this Friday versus UConn. Kickoff is going to be at 7 p.m. And then lastly, want to remind you guys about Bloody Jack. This is the last weekend to see Bloody Jack. Tickets are still available. They actually start tomorrow, going from Thursday to Friday. Then we have 2 shows on Saturday and then a show on Sunday. You can get your tickets at sapulpatheater.org, and they are $15 for adults and $5 through pre-K through 18. It is a fantastic show. We have 2 separate casts performing performing the shows for this season, for this particular show, which is why we have the additional show times. And it is going to be a great show to go see. I'll be there on Saturday myself with my family. So you guys be sure to get your tickets and come and join us and go see Bloody Jack. And yes, that is happening the same weekend at Blowout. And yes, the theater's aware of that, and we're trying to prepare for that. But as far as I'm concerned, it's a great opportunity to come down, see the car show, get your tickets for the show, go see Bloody Jack that night, and then just spend the whole day in Sapulpa. It's a great time. I think it's going to be a great time. So looking forward to seeing you guys out there this weekend and all the great stuff that's happening this weekend. If you have not already, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel over at Sapulpa Times in the YouTube. Or if you're watching this video on Facebook, be sure to like the video and be sure to subscribe and follow us on Facebook as well. And you can always subscribe to the email newsletter over at sapulpatimes.com/subscribe. And thank you for all of you who support us there. And then we will see you guys again on Friday for Free Coffee Friday. Thanks for tuning in to the Timeloop Live, guys. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you guys again on Friday. Have a great one. Bye-bye.